I was struggling to lose weight after exiting a really toxic relationship, and it was really affecting my life.
I had crippling panic attacks and really bad anxiety, and it was daily, where I couldn't feed myself.
Found myself in like a binge restrict cycle. It was always on my mind. It was always something I thought of. It was always something I was thinking of. So I wanted to help with it because it started getting worse, pretty much.
There's a lot of shame around the food, like eating food around other people and just kind of distancing myself from relationships.
I identified as being in recovery from an eating disorder for almost 20 years. And I've lived most of my life with what they call bipolar 2. And then going through, domestic violence and abuse, you're in recovery from trauma. And so I was always in recovery. I was always recovering from something.
I didn't know where to go. I didn't know who was going to be able to help me with that, because it seemed like a lot of my therapists before really couldn't.
And then it just became my obsession, like a really bad obsession. I found Earth Edge Wellness like by a miracle, honestly, because my mom was looking at therapists for me and their website randomly popped up one day on Safari. And then she was, oh, this is the one I saw for you. And she's like, I think you would like them.
When I talked to Yoni, I was like, this is the place. Like, this is the place where I'm not gonna be too much and not enough at the same time.
When Yoni gave me a description of how he approaches his therapy sessions and who's involved and what their roles are, it made me feel a lot more comfortable with his modality of therapy.
It was a totally new approach, much more simple than I thought it would be. You have to stay consistent. But what's great is that it's so simple. You just start integrating module 1, 2, 3 into your life, you're going to start to see changes.
I think coming into my body was one of the biggest steps that I needed to take, because I had avoided my body for so long and avoided any of the messages my body was telling me.
And then the course teaches you about your nervous system, and then you get your nervous system strong, and then you can start to feel things in a way that you're not in the fear.
Just simple things that genuinely make you feel good, and little things to notice, to like pull back on if you're doing it too much. And then definitely the breathing was very interesting.
How to get out of survival mode and more in your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest nervous system, so you can feel more safe and not, so on guard.
After every appointment, I would come back with like a shining face, being like, there is hope. Like, I see what's going to happen. Like, I touched it today. I touched I was able to relax today.
I think it's an amazing group of people. It's a very well-rounded group of people as well. And there's help in all areas and aspects. And I think that's what makes it even better, is that you're not just tackling it from one angle, you're tackling it from all angles.
Working with Earth Edge Wellness helped me change my life for the better. When you have a better relationship with yourself, that just reflects on all your relationships in your life.
It really opened my eyes to see the needs that were not getting met in myself.
But wow, the results that I've had from this has been crazy different than what I've dealt with through the multiple times that I've gone through with talk therapy.
It's definitely given me a sense of like security and safety, and like I have strong foundation for anything that comes my way.
Before Earth's Edge, I was afraid of absolutely everything. Like the sun and the moon, temperatures, you name it, send me right into a panic.
Now I can enjoy a restaurant and a meal, and like my grandpa cooks on Sundays and I'm not moving the food around and like trying to like eat very little of it. I can just enjoy it.
It's like it opened up a whole new chapter, because now I found things that I absolutely love to do, and I do them every day.
I'm not having the hardest day of my life every single day